Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, the time of this truth to rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Yakim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Use Your Eyes and Watch for Lies. Once again, use your eyes and watch for lies, propaganda, etc. And sometimes I like these rhyming titles, right? So use your eyes and watch for lies. All right, there's this old saying. It's kind of cringy, but back in the day, it used to be realize, realize, real lies. Spelt like this: real eyes, realize, real lies. All right. So, it was a whole little saying, and those people don't have real eyes anyway. But in this truth, all right, you have the eyes that can cut right through this bullshit. Okay, so use your eyes, man. All right, now if you're in this truth and you understand this truth, that means Yahweh Shemiah Shai is dealing with you on some level because you have this gospel, you have this truth. He had to pour the Spirit out onto you for you to even understand, man. Okay, these other people in the world, they don't have it. Okay, so you're here. Use your eyes, man. Use your eyes and watch for these lies, because there's going to be a whole plethora, man, okay, of different lies and disingenuous, what does that mean? Disingenuous. We already had it up here. All right.
Disingenuous.
All right, not candid or sincere, typically by pretending that one knows less about something than one does. All right, and that's what, the basic definition is, and they'll do that too, but it means dishonest, deceitful, lying, false, untruthful, right? It's another way, it's trickery, right? These are all good definitions of things to watch for, man. Watch for, disingenuous people or headlines and deceit and dishonestness, right? Watch for this two-facedness and these insincere comments and these lies and these untruthful things that are being put out. All right, the tricks, all right, the subtlety. They're gonna try to, come here and be, oh no, we don't, we're just telling the truth. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, so use your eyes and watch for lies. And of course, we're talking again about more of the Israeli-Palestine conflict. All right, because really, I've just been on a roll to touch on that. A lot of brothers been doing it, and really, it's all that's in the news right now. Okay, and it's something that you should be watching for sure, because this one could definitely blow up into World War III, all right? Because, now, because at one point, the elders and apostles and brothers were saying, oh, this Ukraine and Russia thing looks hopeful, and it is part, and it did look hopeful, but now this Israeli and Palestinian thing on top of the Russian-Ukraine, even street teacher, Elder Manata Zakba was saying it, this looks like this might blow up into World War III, man. All right, because now you got, that's a full-blown war. You got Ukraine and Russia, and all we need now is maybe, China to add on, or North Korea, one of them, to get into war with someone else. And then we got three major wars going on, and at some point, someone's going to back up their ally, or the ally. They're not their ally, their ally. All right, and then someone's going to back up their ally to their allies that went over there and allied with the allies, and then boom, World War III. That's how you get a World War III. That's how you get a world war. Right, so it's looking hopeful, man. So in this time, man, you gotta use your eyes and watch for lies. All right, propaganda. All right, what is propaganda? Propaganda. We'll touch on that in a minute. All right, propaganda.
Propaganda.
It says information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or a point of view. It's basically disinformation, okay? Propaganda, okay? And that's what, this Israeli government and the United States are putting out, is a lot of propaganda, man. All right, making, they did the same thing. They're still doing the same thing with Ukraine. It's a lot of propaganda, all right? Trying to, demonize the people, all right, that aren't the aggressors, okay? And we're allowed to speak on this, all right? But they don't like us to speak on it. They don't like anybody to speak at it, because when you talk about these people, they get all fucking mad and they just delete your videos, all right? Or they take you off the internet. All right, if you're a political figure, you just somehow end up losing your job miraculously, right? Or you go missing. They don't like to talk about these things, all right? But, you know, the thing is, you're seeing all over the news all the United States stuff with siding with Israel because, you know, Israel is allies with the United States, all right, and vice versa, okay? But the Israeli government is very much the aggressor in this situation, man. Okay, they've been fucking with Palestine for a long time, a very long time. Okay, and they're Edomites. You know, what do you expect? Okay, they're Edomites. Okay, they're Amalekites. Really, they're a special form of Edomites. Okay, so that's all they do is they just fuck around and fuck around and fuck around and fuck around, and you know no one else can say anything about it because they're the Edomites. Right? The earth is given in the hand of the wicked, as the scriptures say. Right? You know, so they have the ability to do these things. All right, and push this propaganda and say this is bad. And you dumbass fucking morons, you Americans, you fucking Babylonian inhabitants, all right, you worldly people, not just in America but all over the place, you fucking believe the shit, man. You fall right smack dead into their trap, into Esau's trap, and you believe all their bullshit fucking propaganda, man. Because that's all they're doing. They tell you exactly how to fucking think and how to drink and how to move, and you drink, think, and move exactly that way. All right, if the government came out and said tomorrow that everyone has to hop on the right foot, you fucking idiots would be hopping around looking like a bunch of morons, man. Okay? And you've proved, well, no, we wouldn't. No, during 2019 to 2020, when the whole issue happened, you proved exactly that fucking very point, man. You proved that they can say, oh, you know, you gotta crawl on the floor 2 feet. You'd fucking crawl on the floor 2 feet, man. All right? You'd crawl on the floor 2 feet. Okay? If they told you had to smack yourself in the face 5 times a day, all right, you'd fucking smack yourself in the face 5 times a day. All right, it's just that simple. That's what you do. You follow along, man. You don't ask questions. All right, and you're exactly the person that they've bred through these school systems. All right, through these public school systems, these indoctrination stations. All right, you're exactly the person that they've built up and raised. All right, and Salakia for all that noise in the background. The dog trying to scratch himself, but he got a cone on. It's just being annoying. Ain't gonna get nothing done, buddy. So, you know, these people have been, you know, pushed into this ideology and mindset just as how they wanted them to be. All right, that's why these school systems and everyone, why aren't we more prepared? Because the school systems don't teach you to be fucking prepared. They don't teach you how to, you know, they don't teach you regular world stuff. They don't teach you even non-world stuff, like you know, non-necessary things. You know, I could see them teaching things like stock market. All right, the stock market isn't important, but they don't teach that in school. All right, they don't teach you, and that's just not even. That's one of the not important things I was mentioning. The important things. You know, how to budget, how to manage rent, all right, how that's going to look, you know, managing, you know, and how it's going to look on the real world. You know, did you know that you have first month and last month's rent? Do you know about deposits? Do you know about this? All right, how about this? Do you know how to fix a car? They don't teach you real world situations. They teach you some bullshit that you don't need, all right, and the reason they're teaching you this bullshit that you don't need is it all goes into propaganda, it all goes into mind control, and it all goes back into teaching you how to be an obedient citizen. All right, that's why you get up at 7 a.m. That's why, and they're getting you ready for work. Yeah, but what is work again? All right, it's working for their society. All right, and they're getting you ready not for a real world scenario. Really, they're teaching you obedience. Get up at 7. Go here. Don't ask certain questions. Okay, you'll answer certain things, and the teachers just won't answer, or they can't teach certain things. All right, or there's certain curriculums that aren't allowed, right? Because they're not allowed to teach them, right? As I was saying, right? There's certain things that they can't, you know, oh, don't teach them about this, don't teach them about that. And when they do teach about things, they hide things, okay? They hide things, okay? There's not a whole lot of talk about slavery. And when they do talk about slavery, they don't talk about, you know, where these people came from, all right? Where were they? Were they African? Where did they actually come from? What was it like here? What did they do to those people? Oh, they were very bad. Well, what did they do, all right? Were they graping them? Were they shoving broomsticks up their ass? Were they making them have sex with their mothers and calling them motherfuckers? Were they feeding the babies to alligators? They're not going to tell you none of that. Okay? They're not going to tell you none of that. You talk about you know, oh, and you know, Christopher Columbus sailed the sea. They don't tell you that before he was even here, there was already Native Americans that were here. He didn't discover. Well, they tell you a little bit about that, but they didn't. He was the first one to discover America. Well, you said there was natives here. So how did he discover it? All right, and what about Leif Erikson or Leif Erikson or whatever the fuck his name was before that had an encounter with Hebrew people? Okay, what about him? You don't talk about him. All right, you don't talk about the murder and the onslaught that went on until a little bit later. You said, oh yeah, there was some killing. No, man, you don't make it seem as bad as it was. All right, you dilute the truth. And that's all this fucking, mind control and disinformation to keep you in a low down, deadened state. And you gotta use your eyes and watch for lies, because you've been going through that since you were a child, man. All right, in these school systems, and now here you are. You're not in school anymore. You're out, wandering around in the world, and they have all this media and these news and these video games and everything. You gotta use your eyes, man, or you're gonna fall for this bullshit, okay? If you don't use your eyes, you're gonna fall for this bullshit. Oh, Israelis doing, they're always, all those poor people. They've been being messed with since, back in biblical time. Not the same people. Not the same people. Wrong people, okay? Wrong people, okay? But that's how these people think. No, they're God's chosen people, that we gotta side with them. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not the same people, because if they were the same people, there wouldn't be war in a holy land, okay? If they were the same people and they've been delivered, there would not be war in a holy land, okay? There would not be. Well, we're back in our homeland now in Israel. Yeah, but why are there still Israelites in New Jersey? Or not? I'm gonna say, why are there, your people? I'm not gonna use Israelites because we're the Israelites, right? Why are your people over in New Jersey? All right. Why are your people over in Rhode Island? All right, and all these different places, right? Why? That doesn't make any sense. All right. If everything's happened and you've been delivered, there's a scripture that says, and they shall all dwell in the land. All shall dwell in the land. There's a, is it this one? Let me see. It might not be. Yeah, so if you look at this, is this the one? Let me see. Yeah, so here it is, Ezekiel 37:25. And they shall dwell in the land I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever, and my servant David shall be their prince forever. Where's David? Where's he at over there? It says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and let my sanctuary in the midst of them forever. Where was it? So a covenant of peace. And so look, and this is, this is just one that I'm using. All right, there's another one that's actually, more to the point, but this one can be used as well. Okay, because there's not. How are you going to be delivered? Here you are, you're the people, but you're still warring, man. All right, there's a scripture that says the whole earth is at peace, or at rest. Isaiah 14:7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Is this rest? Bombs going off and people being melted and arms being fucking torn off and guts getting spilled. That's not peace. That's not rest. Okay? That's not rest, especially when you're the people. If you're the people, right? You're still going through those things? Come on now. All right? Come on now. Stop it. All right? This is one of the posts that I want to touch on. It says thirst trap propaganda is crazy. She missed every shot. I'm crying. Okay? So, readers added context. That doesn't make sense. But, so this is Israel. You see Israel fights back, support Israel. And, you see it. But let's go check it out. And you can see her look at her big old fat ass that ain't really even that big or fat at all. But let's go watch it. Not even a bit of jiggle. Anyway, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. So, and not a bit of jiggle, and not a single target hit. And why do you think they're posting this? What do you think they're posting this for, man? Bear with me just a moment. Ugh. Bear with me just one moment. Oh, Slovakia. Something irritating the shit out of my nose, man. Alright, so what do you think they're posting this for? Do you think this is the... What could it possibly be for? It's just so people see it and be like, yeah, you know, I like those Israeli girls, you know, and I think Israel's fine. No. You know, and I guess this is her. No, not for you, it ain't. Not for you, it ain't. Alright? You know, so this bitch probably gonna die. Honestly, you can't have people like that, you know. And look, more propaganda. More propaganda. So, that shows you, man, it's... So, that's what you get. Alright? And then, you know, there's so much propaganda that's going out. They're just, you know, I believe something down here was about the... Let me go try to see it. Let me see. Where was it? Thought there was something talking about the alphabet people. That dog driving me nuts, man. Let's see. Alright, let's see. There was something, I can't remember what it was, but I might have misread it. But anyway, we're not gonna take too much longer. Let me see, I thought it was down here. Yeah, I'm not finding it. But this is propaganda, you know, as you can see. And, you know, there's no reason for this, man. There's no reason for this at all. Okay? So, here's another one. It says, this is from the Rolling Stone. Alright, it says, why are Israeli Defense Force soldiers posting thirst traps on TikTok? I wonder why. It says Israeli soldiers... I'll be right back. My nose bugging the hell out of me again. Alright, we're back. Slack you for that. My nose was... I don't know, something irritating the shit out of it, you know. Esau with their chemicals and pollutants and shit. So... Anyway, we're reading, Israeli soldiers and the military itself are trying to influence the Middle East narrative with sexy social media posts. There you go. They're trying to influence the Middle East narrative. They're trying to be like, oh yeah, well, you know, the Palestinian girls, you know, they're not so good, but those Israeli girls are bad. You know, I think Israel... And people are that simple, man. It says, with her long, lush blonde hair, almond-shaped blue eyes and expertly manicured brows, influencer Natalia Vadiv bears a striking resemblance to model Gigi Hadid. It says, on TikTok, where she's racked up nearly 1 million followers, she's mastered the art of the coquettish... What is this?
Coquettish.
Coquettish, behaving in such a way to suggest playful sexual attraction. So it says, the art of coquettish facial expression. You just say sexual facial expression. It says, balancing it with the angles that show off her rear end. She's cultivated a brand as an airsoft shooting game enthusiast, maintaining a separate Instagram account under the handle @gunwaifu. So she's a reservist in the Israeli... So, she also posts cat girl... Okay, first of all. 1 minute. Let's go see this bitch. I'm curious. I'm guessing that's her. Oh, that's her. Yeah, that is her. That's the girl we already saw. So yeah, and this, look.
Discover.
So why do you think this is?
But listen, I've been in the army, I'm Israeli, I'm tough.
Yeah, this bitch gonna die. This bitch gonna die. Okay, you can't be in a war with that type of mindset. So... yeah, she ain't gonna make it. They probably ain't even deploying her in active situations like that because she's a woman. So, let's see. Where are you fighting though? I hear gunshots. That you could be at a training area. Where's the fights?
You are a normal, regular civilian. Act like it.
Where's the fighting, man? Where's the fighting? Look, if I go to Israeli war footage, and I go over here, and let's see, let's watch this. Yeah. Show me something like this. Where you at, bitch? Where are you at? You're not in a video like that, are you? So, propaganda. That her job. She's in the propaganda department. All right. She's not in the active fighting military area. She's in the sit on TikTok and post pictures of your titties and ass. Part. Okay. Make us look better. I'm not gonna even continue reading this. If you fall for this shit, you're a goddamn idiot. Okay. You're a goddamn idiot. So, and I want to grab a scripture. We went on too long. So this is Psalms 58:3. It says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." All right, and the wicked is speaking of Esau, Edom. All right, Esau, Edom. All right, the devil. All right, and Esau, Edom's a so-called white man. All right, and of course you have Amalek, who are the their cousins. All right, that you know who they are. These guys, the ones where the those little hats, and trying to these ones, so you got to keep it, you got to be coy. All right, if that's the word I'm looking for, you got to be coy. Not coy, that's a little shy with it. All right, withdrawn, reluctant to give details. Yeah, coy, because if we came out and said who they were, they get all offended. So these are the devil, man. The wicked, all right? The wicked, Esau, Edom. And, well, it's their cousin. They're still Edomites, though, right? Okay? It says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." This is the devil's specialty, man. They love lying. And they've been caught in several lies, and people yet still believe them, okay? And when they, and again, we can't bring up a whole bunch of instances and occurrences because, again, they'll take the fucking video down every time we mention it. They've already been caught that what the situation they're in does not add up biblically, okay? They've also said, oh, these things are, I'm not going to mention it. You know what I'm talking about, but, you'll be okay. And it was proved that was not the case, okay? It was proved that was not the case. So... they're all lies, man. And these people are getting revealed. People are stopping trusting them. I have seen a mass amount of people, that are against these people as of lately, all right? When you're talking to people, all right? Or you're seeing on, like, social media, okay? And people that are, I'd like to talk about it more, but they take the video down, all right? The people, the N to the A to the Z with an I after it and an S. All right, there's more of that on social media now. People are thinking that's cool and they want to rep that. All right, because these people are done with these people, man. Okay, and Salakia for having to. It's just as vexing for me having to fucking jump around a conversation just to be able to say a word. All right, because we can't hardly say anything or they'll take our video down, man. Okay, so let's get Proverbs 6:16 and 19. It says, "These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood." And I'm not implying that those Palestinians are innocent. We're just saying that these are things that the Lord hates, right? It just happens to be that Esau does all these things. All right, and this is for really Israel. All right, because the Edomites are going to do these things regardless. But this is for Israel. But it shows you the Lord hates these things, and Edomites do those things. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. It says, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And Esau does all those things. Every single one of those things is one of his favorite activities. Being proud, lying, all right, shedding innocent blood, all right, devising, wicked shit, all right, finding a way to run into mischief, all right, sowing discord. That's their favorite things to do, all right? We're not supposed to do those things. Esau loves those things. It's his favorite thing to do, okay? It's his favorite thing to do, okay? And that's what it's lies, man. They're lying. And then they said, oh, yeah, they were killing babies. Well, more propaganda. Use your eyes and watch for lies, okay? Israeli officials. So there was a bunch of them talking about, these babies were killed. Babies were killed. I'm sure you've heard it, all right? Because it was all over the news. Well, here's this. Israeli official says government cannot confirm babies were beheaded in Hamas attack. They can't confirm it. They cannot confirm it. You want to know why? Because it was propaganda. It was propaganda, okay? And how do you know it wasn't the Israelis that did it? And they just covered it up and said, oh, look, they did it. That's like if I went down, and, anybody could do that shit. I don't have any siblings. But, trying to get I know people did it, try to get your siblings in trouble, go do some shit and be like, look, they did it. That's what they're doing, You go downstairs and fucking, I don't know, pull all the shit out of the freezer and throw it all over the ground and say, look, Terry did it. And Terry didn't do shit. He was up in his room playing with video games. But you were down there doing some devious shit, man. And then, then Terry gets in trouble. That's just, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a situation like that. Let's cut the heads off all these babies and say Hamas did it. Look, look at these. No, so Israeli official, and it's war, but the official, they know what's going on, right? You'd think they would, being officials. Says the government cannot confirm babies were beheaded. Another one says unverified reports of 40 babies beheaded in Israel-Hamas war inflame social media. They can't prove it. And they say, oh, there's photos. Yeah, well, first of all, I can't show the photos, all right? And even if I did, I know a lot of people don't want to see that. But the photos, man, weren't even that bad, okay? And I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. Now, I'm not saying if these babies were actually dead, it's not a bad thing. Sure, it's sad, but whoever perished being innocent, right? But I've seen worse, okay? I've seen people blown in fucking half with their intestines hanging out, crawling, all right, and talking. I've seen a guy that got bombed by a plane, his fucking, guts were spilled out. I've seen someone get stabbed in the neck and arterial spray out. I've seen a dude get his face smashed in with a hammer and screwdrivers. I've seen a lot of crazy shit, man, okay? And those pictures, when I saw them, they just kind of seemed fake to me. I'm gonna be real. They kind of seemed fake, because the first photo, I'll describe them because I remember them. The first photo is a baby with its face blurred out, okay? And there's no, red around where the face is blurred out. First of all, these weren't the beheaded ones. These were just ones that were killed somehow. And the first one was, so it wasn't these ones. So, it wasn't this one. I haven't seen I don't know of any photos. Because it said Israel has published photos of dead infants after the terror attack. And though I have seen those, but I never saw anything about any beheaded babies. Okay? So, the photos I saw that were posted, Hamas did this. There was a baby, an infant, face blurred out. There was no blood around the face or anything. There was no red, because you can tell when it's gory, because you'll see it's blurred out, but you can still see a mess. It was just in a regular onesie, and there's 3 drops or 4 or 5 drops of red substance on it, okay? And so that could have been an alive baby, and they just blurred the face out and just put some drops of red food coloring on it, all right? So, and the other ones were burnt babies, apparently, supposedly, right? Which, honestly, who knows if those were even real, okay? Who knows if those were even real, because they look an awful lot like almost like the zombie from the first Night of the Living Dead, okay? All burnt and crumbling. You know how he did that? He burnt up a garbage bag. All right, let's see. Zombie from Night of the... And I might have said Walking Dead. Night of the Living Dead. First zombie, right? The first one. First. Oh, no, it's not the first. It's the, zombie from the in-house. It's like the eye. That one. Okay, if we could find the actual photo. Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead. Trash bag skull. That's not it either, man. Why don't they, you know, Esau sending digital attacks, and they don't want it coming out because it looks the exact same. Night of the Living Dead. Corpse in house. It was on the stairs, man. Can we see it? There it is. That's the one, but can we actually see it? There it is. So, and it didn't look like more like that, but it looked more like up here at the top, right? There wasn't like skeleton or skull. There might have been a little bit, but mind you, this is from 1968. Okay, so keep that in mind. A little bit of more technological advancement now. Okay, so it can look a lot more realistic than that. So I don't buy it. I thought it was fake. All right, and that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that that's the case or not. It looked fake. I think it's fake. All right, and if it is, if it isn't, hey, who knows? But use your eyes and watch for lies. Okay, this is Luke 12. Luke 8 and 17. I was looking at Proverbs 12. Luke 8 and 17. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." These things are coming out. All, you know, no matter how much they lie or say anything, man, on any scale, shape, or form, and you know, from the smallest level of a lie to the biggest form of lies. You know, lying about us being Israelites, lying about who we really are, from the smallest things about someone, you know, lying what they ate this morning. All those things are gonna come about. All right, you're gonna find out. You know, I looked in the trash. You said you had a Lunchable. There was no Lunchable in the trash. What did you have? Well, I had, well, you see, the thing is, it's strange because I had 5 things of soup in there, and now there's only 4. Well, see? The lie's gonna come about. It always does, and it's the same thing with these, every single lie, like it says, for nothing, from small to big, it doesn't matter. For nothing is secret that shall not be manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Your lies only last for a little bit, man. And when these lies come out, they're eventually revealed as fake. All right, oh yeah, that was fake. That was disingenuous. Oh yeah, that was just a propaganda attempt, or that was this or that and that. Like the whole thing with the Cuba, like the Cubans that America tried to go over there and, you know, start conflict so they could go over there and war with. That all came abroad, man. All those things that were lied. All right, these are declassified documents now that you can go and read. Okay, and they're just lying about them, but they've come abroad now. Now people know. And you know what the thing is? You know what the shit is? You can go and look at all these declassified CIA documents all over Wikipedia, and people still trust the government. People still trust the CIA, the FBI. People still trust them, man. After all the things that's been coming out about the government, you know, MK Ultra, you know, what is it? Psychic driving, you know, heart attack guns. Fucking, you know, all these different things. You want to know another thing? What about the DEWs, man? Remember when they were saying DEWs don't exist? They were saying, oh yeah, DEWs don't exist. DEWs don't exist. Check this out. I forgot about this. I had this saved on my phone. Let's go. GAO. Talking about high-powered microwave weapons. All right. So let's go. There's one. Here it is. There was no such thing as DEWs. What are you talking? Now he's fine. They don't even have direct energy weapons. Well, look at this. It says, how mature is it? DEWs range in maturity from research projects and prototypes tested in field. DoD named DEWs a technology critical to enabling the 2018 National Defense Strategy and reported spending about $1 billion annually for the last 3 years on research and development. They're not making those things. The fuck they aren't. Here you go, right here. It says the U.S. military has tested a variety of DEW prototypes since 2014, primarily for counter-drone missions. For example, the Air Force's prototype Tactical High-Power Microwave Operational Responder, Thor, right? Of course, you know who they named that after, a false god. It says recently completed 2 years of testing. And you can go and read this, man. You can go and type up Science and Tech Spotlight Directed Energy Weapons from GAO, U.S. Government Accountability Office. Okay, and you can go and read about it. And there, man, there's a lot. There's a lot. Battlefield use, and so, you know, why now? Mature. So just go and read it. High energy lasers produce a very narrow beam of light, usually in the infrared to visible region, and you can't really see infrared like that. It says, and they can be visible or they can be invisible. It says, and are typically used on one target at a time. The beam can be pulsed or continuous, generating a power output of at least 1 kilowatt, which is about 200,000 times greater than a typical laser pointer, and is capable of melting steel. And if it's capable of melting steel, it can melt buildings, it can melt, you know, trees, it can do all these things. So, but DEWs don't exist, guys. So shh, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. That's what they want us to do. Okay? They don't like us researching and finding things out. Nothing's secret. Like it says, let's get it again. Luke 8 and 17. This is red letters, so this is the words of Yahushua. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." These devils try covering it up and covering it up and covering it up, and the Lord just won't allow it. All right? They try to cover their tracks up, but guess what? It's still there. You know, like a cat goes and takes a shit in the litter box. They cover it up, but guess what? It still smells like shit. So you know there's shit in there somewhere. All right, and then lo and behold, shit. Okay, that's how it goes. These devils tried to cover it up and cover it up and cover it up, and it hasn't been working out so great for them, man. It hasn't been working out, and they're getting mad, man. They're getting really, really mad because of it. You know, no, anti-Shem. Oh, anti-Shem. Oh, you're blah, 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 blah. That's what they do, man. You're an extremist group. You're an extremist group. What the fuck are you talking about? We're an extremist group. You're an extremist group. Okay? All you do is lie. That's an extreme thing to do. Lying about everything, that's pretty extreme. I find no reason to lie about everything. But you guys do. Very interesting. That's pretty extreme. You're an extremist group. I think that an extremist group is the one, bombing towns and stealing land and lying about people and their heritage and, committing all sorts of weird war crimes and murdering and theft and, oppressing people. I'd consider that to be an extremist. But, to each their own. This is Proverbs 12 and 19. It says, "The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment." You can lie about something and all you want. You can go ahead and lie about it, but guess what? It's gonna come about that you lied. It's just like when you were a kid and, "Did you do this?" "No, Dad, I didn't do it." And then later on, guess what? You're gonna get a hell of an ass whooping when your dad finds out that you lied about it. All right? Because it's not a matter of he's never gonna find out. He'll find out in time. It might take some time. It might take a couple hours. It might take a couple weeks. It might take a couple years. Okay? It might take a couple years, and some of the shit you think you got away with, you didn't get away with it. Your dad just let you get off with it. That was all. That was it. There's some things I lied about. I'm sure my dad was like, I knew he was lying. Whatever. I knew you were lying. Whatever. You're just a kid. Fuck it. I didn't feel like dealing with it. Okay. It wasn't that serious. Okay. So, but in this society that we're in, all right, everything will be revealed. Okay. The lies that they did, the things that they've done, the things that they're doing now. It's gonna wind up and bite. It's gonna bite them in the ass, man. It's gonna bite them in the ass. Just like there's a scripture, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. It talks about them bending their bows and shooting arrows, all right, to wound someone. All right, and those are lies and cover-ups and this and that, different things that they do. All right, but then it talks about suddenly shall the Lord shoot them with an arrow, and they shall be wounded. Okay, and and their tongue shall fall upon themselves. Okay. So they're going to try to do these things, and the Lord's going to be like, nope, thought you had it, and guess what? Their lies are going to be revealed. It happened with Kanye and Kyrie. All right, here they were. They tried to demonize the Hebrew Israelites. All right, but guess what? It ends up backfalling on them. You know, Kanye, yeah, you know, you can't speak about anything because when you do, these people shut you down. That's not true. Shut him down. Shut him down. Take all of his shit away. No more Yeezys. And everyone's like, hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Kanye just said that when you talk about these people, they control everything and they can take everything away from you. And now all of a sudden, everything's been taken away from him when he talked about those people. Wait a minute. These fucking stupid ass small hats control everything, don't they? And guess what? Now they're revealed. They revealed themselves, these fucking dummies. All right, and now there's and because of that, there was a pretty big awakening of the Hebrew Israelites during that time. Okay, and I remember Edomites that were coming and more frequent on, you know, not necessarily because I wasn't doing camp, you know, and you know, so I wasn't there when it was happening, you know, but I remember seeing on most notably Elder Manasseh Zatba from South Carolina. The Edomites were stopping by his camp and looking more. All right, they're like, what's this? Is this that thing that the news is talking about? Let me see. And they really tried to refrain from using, you know, the term Hebrew Israelite a lot. And when they do, they put black on it, right? So they try to stop using that term because they really don't want you to really be able to find it. Okay, they really don't want you to be able to find it. And when you look up black Hebrew Israelites, all right, if you go to YouTube and look up black Hebrew Israelites, black Hebrew Israelites, and you're just gonna see things, you know, about, you know, who are them, they're, you know, this thing, Hebrew, speak about fighting for the IDF and living in Israel. This is, you know, this is what you get. You know, these are the things you get. But if you just type in that, now look, you're already getting stuff by IUIC. Okay? You're already getting stuff by IUIC, not that, but you're already getting stuff by IUIC. And there, so boom, you already look. Now you can get a link to something. Okay? And IUIC, I don't watch them. They're bugged out. But you see how when you add black Hebrew Israelite, all you get is, oh, these black Hebrew Israelites, these demon, all these terrorists, all these people, oh, the blah, blah, blah. But when you type in Hebrew Israelites, boom, you automatically get to a channel, IUIC, which are Hebrew Israelites. They are Hebrew Israelites. They are us, but, you know, as Hebrew Israelites, but they're not teaching the right thing. All right? They're Israelites, but they're not part of the same body because they're teaching, you know, the wrong thing. Okay? They have some things that are right, but they have a lot of things wrong. Okay, but that's why they use that term, because when you look up Hebrew Israelites, all of a sudden, you know, you got things like Quadash Ban Quam, all right, that come up. No, you know, here Remnant Saved, all right, which is GMS. Remnant Saved is GMS. He's an elder of Dallas. Okay, you got Sakari coming up again. They teach some good things, but again, you got to throw it away because they don't have it all together. Okay, so if one part's missing, you can't do it, man. Stick with GMS. Stick with GMS. All right. So that's why they don't want you. That's why they don't want you to just, you remove that black, and all of a sudden you're finding videos. All right. You put the black in there, and you get people. Oh, these people are not the people, and they're being anti-Shem, and this and that. You remove the black and just put in Hebrew Israelite. Boom. You got videos. So just think about that. Proverbs 12:19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Nahum 3:1. All right, let's get Nahum 3:1. All right. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. You are prey here, all right, in Babylon. And you're feeling, you know, you're getting filled all full of lies. You're getting robbed. And, you know, you're defending the people that are robbing and lying to you, man. Okay? Here it is. You're in a situation where someone just, you know, fucking, you know, punched you in the gut. Stole your wallet. Hey, you stole my wallet. No, I didn't. And you're like, oh, okay. You know, this place is great. It's fine. You know, and that's the state that you're living in, man. Okay, you're living in a state where you're getting lied to and stolen from all the time, and you refuse to depart. And you can't, this doesn't mean get on a plane and go over to fucking Ghana, all right? It means, stay here and depart spiritually, all right, in the mindset, okay? You can't, you're not gonna leave, flee, go to somewhere else, go to Israel. So you're gonna fly over to Israel. There's a lot of, ho to the mo to the sex, you ols, all right, over there right now. There's a lot of them, tons. So you're gonna go over there and be with that, and they're worshiping false gods. It's nuh-uh. It's the Holy Land. I mean, yes, but it's also been polluted by these people right now. Okay, they got their synagogues and temples and built up, and their weirdo stuff going on, and their GA to the Y stuff going on, man. Okay, you can't depart. You just gotta stay here. You gotta depart mentally, all right, spiritually. Okay, not physically. You don't physically leave. It's not gonna help you. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The bloody city's Babylon. The lies and the robbery is the shit that you're going through, and the prey is you, and you're not departing. This is Job 12:16. It says, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. The Lord controls all things, man. You people that are getting deceived, it's all through the Lord, man. All right, and you deceivers, guess what? You're being controlled by the Lord as well. All right, you devils, you Edomites. All right, he's controlling both sides, left and right. Okay, Proverbs 16:4, and this is where we're gonna close out. All right, because all of this is doing of the Lord, man. All right, and those people that you fall into this fucking trap, those thirst traps. All right, well, I support Israel now because the girls over there look good. They don't look good, man. They look like Edomites. They don't even look like good Edomites either. They look like basic, plain fucking. They're not cute. They're not good. They don't even look good, man. I don't know who would fall for that. Simple Jake, probably. But Proverbs 16:4 reads, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And that's, these Edomites are preparing. All right, they want to, and all this shit, the World War III, the New World War, there's a lot of things that they're trying to do. And the Lord's going to allow them to do some of those things, and he's going to come back and destroy these people. All right, but you got to use your eyes and watch for lies, man. Propaganda, the lies going out, people saying, weird stuff. All right, false prophets, especially in this time, man. And this was mostly talking about, the thirst traps and weirdo, lies that they're doing over in the war. All right, to try to make you side for these people. All right, we're not on Israel's side. We're not on Palestine's side. We're on the Lord's side. Okay, we're on the Lord's side. We know that the Lord's gonna ultimately win this conflict. Okay, but you got to call out Israel for what they're doing. All right, now when you look into it, and no one ever perished being innocent, but Israel, they've been fucking with Palestine for a lot of time. But still, we'll call that out. But we're still not on Palestine's side. All right, we're on the Lord's side. Both of them are gonna get fucked up. Okay. Both of them are going to get fucked up. All right, that's how it's going to go. Anyone who's not on the Lord's side is not going to win. The Lord will be the one who wins World War III. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.